Hey there folks, this is GreenXI welcoming you to a brand spanking new Let's Play, and that is Parasite Eve. Now this was made by Squaresoft and is available on the PS3 PSN store to download for $6 I think it is. It's only available on the American PSN store, as in it's not in the UK PSN store. I'm not sure about any other regions. So yeah, you can find it cheap. $6 maybe. Anyway, should we get going? I'm going to be shutting up during the cutscenes just because I think that's common courtesy and it makes the cutscenes all the more enjoyable, you know? Here we go. Okay, so you'll probably notice there's a lot like Final Fantasy. They've taken a few elements out of it, like the hugely amazing cutscenes that we'll be seeing throughout the game, plenty of them, as well as, I don't know, the sort of Final Fantasy 8-like characters. Is it just me? I quite like that. I sort of picked this game because it's coming up to Christmas as well. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that it's a horror RPG, a very strange combination of genres, but it really works in this game, and you'll see as we go along why I think that. Aya, her name is Aya Brea. I'm not sure if it's Aya or Aya. I say Aya for some reason. 25, NYPD officer. Yep, she's a policewoman, just like in Resident Evil, because this game borrows a lot from like those survival horror games. You are controlling a character who has been trained up to deal with day-to-day disturbances, but has no idea about what's coming up, you know? Doesn't have a clue about things that aren't real in front of you, you know? Okay, so this is her date. Come on, we better go inside. Hasn't even got a name. Does that does that bode well for him? We'll see. Let's head into the opera house. See how their date goes. This is actually the second time I've played through the game. I played it first the other day, and it was so nice to find another game that's like Resident Evil, like Silent Hill, like that sort of thing, you know. But very different at the same time. It's really nice to actually find something like that. There will be another cutscene coming up soon, so that's why I go quiet during the the shady parts. There are loads of cutscenes, so if I go quiet during the shady parts, that's why. So this really reminds me of Final Fantasy IX actually, where like it would start the game off with a play and everything would sort of go wrong. That's not even a spoiler for this. You know it's a horror game, you know something's going to happen. I forbid it. You know well what will happen if you do. Those who succumb to her beauty all die in horrible ways. I'm sure I know a fairy tale sort of like that. I can't think of the name, or even picture it properly, but I'm sure there's a fairy tale like it. One of those dark Brothers Grimm fairy tales, you know. Burn her at the stake. Ho ho ho. Okay. I'll turn off the notifications after this episode, I guess. Sorry about that. Edward. Okay. Cutscene incoming, folks. And isn't it a good one? Well, it is soon. Here we go. So now we have the sort of feel of the game. It's going to be very sort of paranormal. I won't say too much, you know, I don't want to spoil anything. Go, get out of here now. Bash. What a perfect first date. Let's head on down. I sort of like this character. You don't get... I never got a feel for her very much myself. She seems a bit bland, but I still think she does well for this game. She fits well, you know. Yeah. NYPD. You're the only one who seems to be fine. Why is everyone else dead? Well, they didn't all die. Her boyfriend is fine. You should be awakening soon. What are you talking about? Your cells are trying to communicate. They're calling out. Right, okay, first boss. What I'm going to start off by doing is changing her weapon. The whole of this day, because the game's split into 6 days of about an hour each, for the most part. For the first day we're going to use the club all the way through, because the enemies are so simple, and it means that we can save up bullets. Ooh. Once the ATB gauge is full, in the top left of the screen, it means that we can use an attack or an item. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry about that, folks. What's she laughing about? My body, it's getting hot. Notice how the game doesn't give you any sort of tutorial while you're actually playing the game. It's a tutorial on the opening menu if you want to do that, so it's all there for you. It just assumes that you know how to play the game if you don't do the tutorial. Like a lot of people, I just ran straight into the game without checking out the tutorial, you know. Probably shouldn't have. Because this is a tough game if you muck things up, but if you don't, then it's quite a quick run through. Our bodies communicate with each other. What? Communicating? What? What do you want? The more you use that power, the more you will become like me. Power? What power? Who are you? Eve. Okay, she's going to be a big villain. She's the main villain of the entire game. I thought maybe she would just be the villain of this day, and then you'd have a new villain each day, you know? But no, it's her every time, pretty much. But you do have other bosses and things like that going on, you know, it's a bit different. The whole game will come to about 7 hours, that's how long it took me last time through, so the whole series will be pretty short, really, for an RPG. But I don't know if you can consider it an RPG. Maybe more of a horror game with RPG elements, maybe? We'll see. Haha. I don't know. She's a good villain. She's a good villain. Mainly because you don't have a clue what she's going to do next. And that's amazing. Let me show you the menu while we're here. Items. You have a limited amount of item slots. You start off with 10. And you can collect more as you level up and things like that. so you can store more stuff. Ammo crate is the max amount of ammo you have left. You know, it's all kept in there. Club is your melee weapon if you run out of ammo. It's really shite, but it's good enough for this day by far. Our armor, weapon, you can change the armor and weapon just like other RPGs. Back again after another interruption. Sorry about this, folks. It's pretty hard to make these things in this house. Anyways, this Synergy NG section is your magic. She uses magic. So you have magic and physical attacks as well as items. That's your 3 options within the entire game. Change your weapon. We only have the 2 right now. Change it in the middle of battle as well. As you just saw, we changed from the gun to the club. You have vests, which will be getting new ones. P energy, Synergy energy, is actually more about Synergy defense. So the less damage you take from magic, your magic defense. Defense is like physical attacks and critical is like, I'm not sure. Maybe enemies can do fewer critical attacks on you. I never figured that out. System, the typical sort of music and screen and all that crap. And you can arrange your items. I don't know why they do it from here instead of in the item menu, but whatever. It's fine. Let's just after Eve. Oh, I bet she went down there. But I want to go around here first. I nearly missed this my first time through because it's out of the way, and I didn't know this was a treasure chest. I thought it was just a box like everything else for the stage show, for the opera. But no, it's got medicine inside which heals 30 HP. Right now we only have 45 HP, so it's amazing. But towards the end of the game, it's going to be completely useless. Medicine 1s are completely useless once you level up a few times. Jump down! The fact that you start with heal as well makes medicine a bit stupid, because your PE refills itself, your MP, you know, your PE. It refills itself as you run around on the battlefield. To an extent, it eventually stops refilling itself, and then when you use some sort of medicine, it starts refilling itself again, so it makes it switches up the basic RPG principles quite a lot, this game. It couldn't be. What a weird little girl. I think she's very suspicious, personally. Okay, here's our first dungeon. Yeah, you have a dungeon per day for the most part. It's locked. It's sort of Silent Hill-ish, isn't it? This first part. You have loads of locked doors everywhere. It's locked. It's game. It's locked. There we go. The doors can be a bit fiddly in this game. They can be. Oh, here we go. Cutscene. That is one of the most disgusting cutscenes I've ever seen from a game. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that, I guess. Whoop. Just avoid the fireballs and you'll be fine. It's easy to avoid these guys' attacks, these little rats. They are the most basic enemies in this dungeon. And yeah, I will be saying dungeon. I don't mean dungeon in the literal sense. Oh, come on, you wasn't that far away. Bloody hell, are you? There we go. Looks like it's a 2-hit job. 1 more XP until we level up, then I can show you that. Some ammo. We want to be saving all the ammo from this one, not using it at all. Yeah. You get random encounters, just like in RPGs, but they're sort of more fixed in this game. They're more... Yeah, every time you go into a room, you might see one. It's definitely going to be there, you know? It's not completely random, in other words. Ooh, weird people, burnt alive. Just want to look at them. Let's go to the lockers in the back, that's all that's in this room. 1 or 2 of them should have... Oh wow. Should have an item, I was trying to say. You're still alive. You're still alive. Hold on, let me call the paramedics. Melissa. She's a monster. Melissa? You mean the main actress? She probably got to Suzanne too. You'll have to stop her. Right, so yeah, he's dead. He's dead. These sort of things are scripted. There's sort of little events like the dead bodies coming alive and everything like that. And you normally need to see them all to carry on with the game. Another medicine, okay. But I think that's a good thing. It means you don't miss out on the nice little... I'm stuck. On the nice little things that go on within the game. There's a couple of little things that annoy me a tiny bit in this game. One of which is that you can't use the D-pad when you're on analog mode. In other words, if you want to use the analog mode, then you have to use the sticks for everything. What I like to do in RPGs is use the sticks to move around and the D-pad to use the menus. You get more precision, sort of, but you can't do that in this game. You're the one that scared me, lady. I was just getting ready. You know, only staff are allowed in here. There's an incident here. You'll have to evacuate. What? You're kidding, right? Hey, I'm not down here tonight. See ya. Bye, clown. I quite like that character design. He's only a clown, but he's quite a freaky clown. Anyways, let's have a little look in these lockers at the back. Key items. They fill up your inventory slots as well, so you've got to beware of that. Some more ammo. Good. So yeah. I keep sounding like I'm going to say more, but no. That's it. I can't quite get this... There we go. The locker opened in the end. Open, 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 sesame. Open sesame. Nope. Okay, it's not going to open. Maybe it's not meant to. Yeah, let's keep looking. It's locked. Okay, we can't go in there. We can go in all these rooms eventually, so it's not like Silent Hill in that sense. They do all open, you know, all the doors. Not just there for looks. Okay, this is an important room. It's where we're gonna... oh, shit. All he said was, ah. Did she walk out? I couldn't go around the body, so... Back in, back in. Sorry, folks. Oh. There we go. Okay, these phones are supposed to be her phoning back to the police department. And you save your game. Yeah, you just save your game. Second slot, the EX is what happens when you finish the game. You get the extra game, you know, go through again with added benefits. We're going to save over the first one because we don't need that anymore. Well, we never did anyway, but I don't need it, I mean. So, there's something else in here though, before we finish off the episode. What's this key? Theatre key. Yep, vital. It's something we have to have. Over here's a treasure chest as well. Medicine 1. Oh god, another medicine. Ah, oh, birdie. Hot, hot, help, help. Even the parrot says it. Nobody else would have said that very much, would they? Parrot? Are you okay? Okay, so this has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again next time when we'll probably finish off day 1. Maybe. See you in a bit, folks.